All right, here we go with 75% boards or better with Bridge Huge and Mark Nehs. This one was an adjust declare, so it really can be kind of tough to differentiate yourself because obviously it can only be in the declare play because the bidding is the same for everyone. So obviously everyone gets to 5 diamonds, and I just kind of wanted to show you that. So there was a few of us that made 5 diamonds and then all the way down to down three. And I will admit this is something I have made a mistake on before, we'll call it, and been in that down three category. But this one did have the telltale signs of a ruff-fuff. So if you're looking for what to look for and how to play, um, a ruff-fuff, which when I talk, rough on one of my students came up with this. They call it a ruff-fuff. So rough on one side and just cross rough, basically, is what I always kind of used to call it. But go back and forth roughing on either side. Okay, so again, the bidding was the same everywhere. So we end up in 5 diamonds. All right, and we get the lead of the 6 of hearts. All right, so we've got. So this is again, this is your kind of your telltale sign of what to look for when you're looking when to play a hand as a ruff-fuff. And what it is opposite shortness. So we got shortness and hearts over here and shortness and clubs over here. And then our trump suit has a fair amount of the high ones. So you can trump low and then eventually start to trump higher. So I did this right from the get-go. Um, that I wanted to play this as a ruff-fuff. So I win the ace of hearts. Then your other technique on a ruff-fuff is if you're gonna play it as a ruff-fuff, what you do is you cash your outside winners first. And the concept is that you don't want to have that they'll have trump later to get those. So you are supposed to cash your outside winners first. And this is where I think most went wrong because if you do finesse and spades, you're going to lose the queen of spades. So what you're supposed to do, like I said, is cash the outside winners first. So when you're doing a different suit, they can't just pitch the spades and trump your good spade tricks later. So that's exactly what I did. I cashed my 2 spade tricks and then I set up the club or emptied out the clubs in the one hand. And then I started 2 of clubs, go up with a king. So I trump low. So typically you try to start lowest because there's a better chance they're still going to have it in the suit. And then I return a heart and trump that low. All good so far. Club. I don't know why I didn't do the queen of clubs here and just get rid of a loser, but I didn't. But anyway, so I just was on the mode, I guess, of playing it as a ruff-fuff. I saw the 11 tricks and I just played it that way. So anyway, so we get a trump here, um, come back in a heart. As you can see, we got a 6-2 heart split, but this hand is out, or this hand, I'd be able to. So that was a little unfortunate, but it worked out that it was in the hand that was in front of the diamond. So I trump low because I know this hand's going to have hearts left. I do a club. I'm able to trump high at this point in time, play a heart. Again, I know this hand still has hearts left, so I can trump with my lowest one. Come back with the club, which would have been a good trick earlier. But at this point in time, I've got my 10 tricks. And if I don't trump this one, even though this one is the high club, I'm actually, they would get in and have the ace of diamonds. I wouldn't get any more tricks. So this is my 11th trick, trump with the king of diamonds, and they're going to get the last two. All right. So again, this had all the telltale signs of a ruff-fuff. And I said, I have messed these up before. I don't know exactly what it is that I do mess up. Maybe it's not cashing the outside winners. But again, the concept of cashing your ace, king of spades would be that they could pitch spades and trump your spades later. So if you wait and do that on your outside tricks. But again, I have enough tricks here, trumping the 3 hearts, trumping clubs, and my aces and kings. That's my path to 11 tricks and path to 97% board. This was a just declare with, whatever, 15, 16,000 people play this, and hardly any of us made this. So this, like I said, this is almost a textbook ruff-fuff. If this is something that you typically don't get down, look for the signs. And again, the signs are opposite shortness. A lot of times it is this 4-4 fit. So you're going to trump back and forth. And so opposite shortness, like I said, you do usually want to cash your outside winners first, and then just go one trick at a time. And if you're on defense and you see the declares doing that, that would be your telltale sign to get in and pull trump. So they're not going to get two tricks each time. Um, and the other sign is that you typically have a lot of the high trump, so you're able to then use those higher trump individually. Like you said, like you saw later, we were winning with the jack of diamonds, the queen of diamonds, king of diamonds. We were trumping because they were actually had trump at that point in time, but they weren't higher than those cards. So those are your signs to look for of when to play it. And if you pull trump right away on this one, you're not going to have enough tricks in the end to make this, and you're going to go down one, two, or three, depending on how many how many tricks you did rough on this one. Okay. Anyway, any questions, ask them down below. I do have lessons. I do recorded all my lessons, beginning lessons and intermediate lessons are on the playlist if you want to find those. Um, and I have different playlists, like a loser management playlist, the 75% boards are better one, just lots of different ones for you to help with your bridge game. And enjoy the game. It's a great one. Oh,